Guys, this is Network and we're back with another video, and today we're talking about adding trades to a CP. And once again, this is educational purposes only, guys. This is the Network, and we're just going to talk about adding trades today. Not in its full entirety, but we're just going to talk about it to get people a good idea of the roundabout subject and how they can add trades to their profile. This is educational purposes only. So primary versus AU benefits. So basically, what is a primary and what is an AU and what are the benefits? So primary AU trade lines are great for your profile in different ways. For this specific video, we're talking about CP profiles. So the benefits are similar but slightly different. Primary trades give the Bureau proof of an established profile because there has already been credit been given to the account directly. AUs help the profile tremendously because it gives the credit a boost in regards to your total credit usage and total available credit. So if you have a trade line with 30K available on it, if you're added as an authorized user, you will now show 30K available on your credit profile. So if the original cardholder is not using much of this balance, then it will increase your score. So also, if you have a new profile, AUs will help you generate some credit age if the person who added you onto their account has some credit history. And this is definitely crucial. So Tradeline Supply. So some people use Tradeline Supply. We only mention this company because they get mentioned a lot. There are multiple ways to find trade lines for personal and CPs, but Tradeline Supply is a good site to get trade lines for personal. They are very strict on their process, so that's why I say personal, but they are reliable. When using Tradeline Supply, you do have to be careful because they will remove you pretty quickly off of the accounts after adding you. Some will do this faster than others, just depending on what you agreed to and the actual person who card they add you onto. They can choose to remove you at any time, so you have to watch out for that. You also have to send in social security card sometimes and ID to be approved for their services. Some people don't feel comfortable sending in their personal documents, so I wouldn't recommend this for everyone, or I wouldn't say it's just the best place to go, but it's definitely a definitely reliable trade line source, and they do have pretty good service, so I definitely want to mention them. Using a family member or friend. If you have a family member or friend you can trust that has good credit, you can ask them to add you to their card to boost your profile. As long as the family member pays their bills on time and has good credit usage under 30%, you will be fine. Be careful doing this because TransUnion not only reports good history, but they also report the derogatory marks, which could affect your profile negatively. So be cautious when having family or friends add you onto their card as an AU, because you don't necessarily know exactly what card they have. But you can look into the card, but not every card does this, but some cards do this, and it's just specific for each card. So you want to be careful with that. But the big thing is just thinking about TransUnion, because TransUnion, they do report negative derogatory marks as well when your credit merges. Your credit doesn't merge, but when your credit reports from an AU trade line. So credit builder accounts. A credit builder account is considered a primary account. So a primary trade line is a credit account opened in your name through the creditor who extends credit to you as the borrower. For example, you have a primary trade line when you open a credit card on your own using profiles information. So common primary trade lines include mortgages, auto loans, credit card accounts in your name, etc., etc. So it is good to concentrate on forming primary trade lines on a profile. It might seem hard at first because it definitely is, but it's definitely worth it. So a lot of the time, people ask me how they can create primary accounts on their CP profiles, and it does take a little bit more effort than adding AU trade lines. You actually need to apply for things, and you need to get approved for things. So that sometimes includes docs, sometimes include ID or identification or certain things to get approved for those applications. But the way to look at this, guys, is just make sure that you figure out all the requirements of the company that you're trying to get approved for before you step to the company. You don't want to get to the company and try to get approved for something and then don't even know what you need to give them to be approved for. People respect people a lot more and approve people a lot faster. Even computer systems or AI systems, they approve accounts a lot faster when the account is already prepared with the documents necessary to be approved. So always keep that in mind. Credit builder accounts. So these are some credit builder accounts that you could try. They definitely work at times, but sometimes you need identification. But these are pretty good sites that still are pretty much relevant right now in regards to primary credit building. So credit builder card, and then we got an extra card right there. So trade lines from the network. So if you don't feel comfortable sending in your documents to a website, or if you're trying to add trades to a CP profile, it can be a little more difficult to find a reliable source. The network on Telegram helps to add trades to boost profiles in 24 to 48 hours without the requirement of extra documents or hoops to jump through. You just send the information in to the network adds the trade, and then they send you a screenshot confirmation of the trade line being added, and then we just wait till that the trade line pops. So the network also doesn't drop off in 30 days like Tradeline Supply. Sometimes trade lines will drop off naturally, but we will re-add that trade line for you. So you could message us on our chat in the link below, and then we just re-add your trade if we have proof that you purchased a trade before. So the network always makes sure usage is well under 30% and credit history is 100% before adding trades. So the link in the description for trades is below, and basically we can help you out with trade lines. We are going to be adding some new trade lines actually to the chat today. So link in the description. Follow us. Be looking out for the next videos. It's the network. We're back, better than ever. Let's get it.